Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. Now, yesterday we celebrated World Oceans Day, and this morning we're speaking to 13-year-old environmental ambassador and mixed media visual artist Jada Ramjatan, who used single-use disposable face masks to bring awareness to plastic pollution in our oceans. Jada, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us.
It's an opportunity to be here.
Amazing. World Oceans Day. We celebrated it yesterday, but before we get into your amazing art pieces, tell us a bit about yourself.
I am Jada Ramjatan, as you just said. I'm 13 years old. I am a Hey Caribbean ambassador, which Hey stands for Healthy, Environmentally Friendly Youth.
Okay, nice.
Okay, and I am a proud student of Parvati Girls Hindu College.
Nice. So tell us a bit about your artwork. Let's talk about the pieces on set first. What was your inspiration behind some of the pieces that we're seeing on set?
Well, I get my inspiration from varied sources such as my environment, social media, other artists' work, and my personal life experiences. What led me to these pieces here today was a Rotunda art submission at the Parliament.
Nice.
When they had a call for artist submissions, I was so inspired because it's absolutely a topic I love, and I was so interested and intrigued, and I went into a deep thought, right? What is a problem concerning the oceans and pollution that nobody really talks about, and it could be a topic of conversation.
Right. And so I'm seeing, for example, the seahorse. I'm also seeing the mask that is mimicking a jellyfish. Tell us about that one.
Okay, so I utilize single-use disposable face masks to bring awareness to the plastic ocean pollution problem.
Right.
Okay, so they were supposed to mimic what the harm the plastic pollution is causing the ocean animals, and that the importance of ocean. We just celebrated World Oceans Day, and it was really to reiterate to everybody that the oceans are very important. It's a source of life, a source of food, and it needs to be protected. So this was a call to action to citizens across the world to reduce their plastic footprint.
Now, for people who don't know, what sort of effect is that plastic going to have on the ecosystem in the sea, in the ocean?
So these plastics usually congregate in big masses and float on the ocean surface. They strangle and entangle animals, which actually, sorry.
That's okay, keep going.
Okay. So for these ocean animals, for example, fish, if they digest the plastic materials, it disrupts the entire food chain and makes it very unhealthy for any person in the after consumer rates. So,
wow. Now, one of the things you said is that you also draw your own inspiration in terms of creating your art pieces. So now that you're thinking about how devastating the plastic materials are to the animals in the sea, how do you live that sort of sustainable life as well? How do you, know how to manage your plastic usage?
Okay. First, let's look at what is sustainability and living a sustainable life. Hold on. The answer to that is in my purple folder.
Yes,
I'm very prepared. Okay, so living sustainably means fulfilling the needs of the current generation without compromising the needs of the future generation, ensuring a balance in the environment. So that pretty much means that we need to find alternate sources so that we can reduce our plastic footprint, so that we can save our environment, specifically geared towards oceans.
So is it that you, so then if it's that you aren't using plastic straws, do you also encourage people not to use plastic straws? Or do you also recycle and stuff like that?
Yes, I do. Okay, so during COVID, it pushed me and my family to start a kitchen garden of our own. So I would encourage persons through composting and recycling. It would be a healthy way to live sustainably, and it's an easy way to input it. It doesn't have to be a big amount of change. If you look at it as a whole, it can be big, but if you take small steps towards it, we can all save our environment in our own special way.
Let's go back to your artwork, Jada. So this one was a call from the Rotunda, and of course a call to action to people to, understand their plastic usage. But what other artwork or pieces have you exhibited before?
Okay, so I have had 10 different pieces at 5 different Rotunda exhibitions. These pieces have also been on display at the Environmental Management Authority, both in the North and South Branch offices and the Mayor's Office of the City of San Fernando.
Nice, very impressive. And do you only do pieces as it relates to single-use plastics, or do you also go into other sort of different types of art as well?
I do, I like to differentiate my media because I'm a mixed media artist. I think as I experiment, because I'm still young and I'm still developing as an artist and as a human being, I think that I don't want to limit myself to a certain media, so I'm very mixed, and I also try to just input sort of environmental gear towards most of them. I try to incorporate environmental pieces.
Very nice. And I read that is it that you started doing art at 9, or you always had an interest in well, in art?
I think I've always had, I was always an artist.
Yes.
I think I had a compulsive desire to create. I got a huge amount of satisfaction from creating, actually. In 2019 was my first actual time exhibiting a piece anywhere, and funny thing, it was geared towards environmental and child rights, which is my main focus right now. So I guess that had a major part to play in my influence today as an artist.
Yeah. I'm seeing that you also copped some prizes along the way. There was a 3rd place win for something. Tell us about that one.
3rd place.
At the Office of the Procurement Regulation.
Right. Okay.
You won so many awards, you forgot, Jada.
Oh my, I needed a little reminder that one. But I am absolutely grateful for anything I participate in. And for me, it's not only about the winning, it's about spreading the messages with all these pieces.
Yeah.
So your question was?
The 3rd place win.
Right. Okay. So the 3rd place win. I incorporated batteries, I think it was, in those pieces. No, one piece. I incorporated batteries, little plastics, wires, I think, to reuse. So yeah, those what those pieces were about. For, I wonder what year that was.
I'm seeing here it was in 2022.
Okay, so
for the Office of the Procurement Regulations Kids Sustainable Project. Nice, amazing. Now, Jada, I also want to know. So you are in Form 1, Form 2?
Form 1.
Form 1, right? At
Parvati Girls Hindu College.
Parvati Girls Hindu College. You're doing the art. Of course, you will also have your friends and stuff that you hang out with. How do you balance your academic with your creative side?
I think it's with intense planning, but whenever inspiration hits, it hits me like a ton of bricks. I will drop everything and go straight to it. But my teachers at Parvati Girls and my peers and my friends, they help me to keep that balance in between everything so that I can keep a normal teenage life as well as fit in everything with my extracurricular, because I have a lot of other hobbies. I enjoy a variety of things because I am a solo vocalist. I am an aspiring actress and a spoken word artist.
Very nice. So we can see you on the slam stage. She laughed. Yes.
Oh my.
That might be something to look into. Now I'm going back to your art. You mentioned that you do different types of media. Tell us what this one is, and are you interested in doing, let's say, photos or anything in the future?
Yes. Well, this one was entitled Mama Manatee, and it was using plastic utensils and straws to show that when they accumulate with other plastic waste and form huge floating masses over the ocean surface, it really harms the entire ecosystem. And in this art piece entitled SOS for ESS, this is a funny thing, right? I have multiple things floating in my mind. So once I try to name a piece, I'm like, I wonder, because it's so amazing being able to entitle your pieces, gauge to what you have created. And because there are so many different things in each of my pieces, so much thought, so much expression, because it's really a form of relaxation and a way to
I know
reach.
you would have mentioned it's a form of relaxation. It also provides you with balance, so we appreciate that. Jada, let me thank you so much for coming in this morning. Quickly, just tell us where we can find you on social media, Instagram, Facebook, anything?
Yes, Ace of Jades, ACEOFJADES on Facebook and Instagram.
Nice. Jada, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having
me.
me.
You're only 13. I can just imagine what more I can expect from you and what more there is to come. So thanks again for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
And that was Jada Ramjasan just telling us a bit about her work and her art pieces and how she's using it to bring awareness to our usage of plastic and how it pollutes our oceans. You're on the Now Morning Show. We're going to take a break and be right back. Stay with us.
When you're ready, rhythm and the iron and the man with the Congo drum.